Hi guys, it's Nirmal back again from Nandanam Exotics, and today we'll be looking at a beautiful plant called Brugmansia or Angel's Trumpet. It's a huge plant with a huge flower, so we'll take a look at how we can care for this plant. Today our video is centered on Brugmansias, or more commonly known as Angel's Trumpet. They belong to Solanaceae family and are closely related to Daturas that we are all familiar with. They come in several colors, and you can also find double petaled varieties in the market as well. So friends, as always, I'm reminding you guys, please subscribe to the channel, be a part of the family. Also press the bell notification and also select the option all to get all my notifications in the future. So let's get into the video right now. So what we are seeing right now is the initial stage of a Brugmansia bud. They start off from leaf nodes and take around 12 or 14 days to completely mature and bloom. So if you are growing Brugmansias from cutting and you are waiting for it to bloom, check for the growing tip. Whenever the growing tip splits into two growing tips and produces a Y junction, that is the point on which the plant is ready to bloom. I have always noticed Brugmansias to start blooming once they do this. So currently what you're seeing is buds that have completely matured, elongated, and is ready to flower mostly by the next night. So it's the next day and it's almost evening time and it's getting dark. So this is the flower that is about to bloom tonight. Whereas the bud that you're seeing right now is the flower that most probably will open for the next day. So friends, this is a Brugmansia bloom in the night. It's almost 8 o'clock here and it's totally dark. So they are basically night blooming flowers, and they aim on attracting insects or birds that pollinate during the night time. So see how big the flower is. This is a first day bloom. They usually bloom for 3 or 4 days, and each day the color intensifies. So this is kind of very pale to white, off-white color. We'll look at another flower that bloomed yesterday or day before yesterday that will be much more pink and deeper in color. So see the size. You can compare the size with my hand, and you can see how big the flowers are. They're very fragrant also. I would suggest you to grow them near to a window, which will it will perfume your house during the night if you grow them close to your house. So we'll take a look at the other flower now. So guys, see, this is a fully mature Brugmansia bloom. You can see the salmon pink color that has developed during the next frequent days. This is at least 2 or 3 days old flower. So each day it becomes bigger actually. You can see how big the flowers are right now. It's easily comparable to the size of my hand or my head. So they are really big flowers, and they actually hang down like pendants during the daytime, which is not the time they bloom actually. In night time it's completely in bloom. Now, as I said in the previous video, it's almost 8 to 8:30 right now, and this is the time they fully open up. So to enjoy your Brugmansias, you have to visit them in the night. Also, never forget to take a you should always try to take a sniff, because they are so fragrant. They are much better than jasmine in my opinion. So it's the next day morning, and you can see that the bloom that opened up yesterday night has turned into this beautiful pink color. So they would remain like this throughout the day and would resume opening when night falls. Meanwhile, the other bud that was almost ready to bloom yesterday is still preparing and will most probably open tonight. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The link to the account is in the description below. Also, if you have any more queries, you can message me in my Facebook account as well. So let's get back into the video now. So when we are talking about the requirement of light, Brugmansias require different amount of light in different climatic conditions. If you grow your plant in a hot tropical climate like Kerala, you can plant them in semi-shade, whereas if you grow them in a colder climate, you can grow them in full sun. So guys, I took one flower out to show you guys. See the size of this flower. You can even just slowly open it up. See, it's so beautiful. So when it comes to watering your plant, Brugmansias are very thirsty and uses up a lot of water. So make sure to maintain the soil very damp and moist. Especially if you're growing your plant in a container, you have to make sure that you water the container every day. Failing to give adequate water to your Brugmansia can seriously affect the health and overall appeal of the plant. So I would put this as the top priority in growing a angel's trumpet. Also, mulching the topsoil around your plant will prevent evaporative water loss as well as maintaining a very humid and fertile soil chemistry. So when we talk about soil, the plant is a very vigorous grower and requires a lot of water. So a soil that has a lot of organic matter which provides the nitrogen for growth and something that can hold to moisture to provide the sufficient amount of water to the plant is what we are looking for. So a composition of normal garden soil, compost, coco peat, gravel or perlite works well for this situation. Brugmansias, as we just discussed, are very vigorous tropical plants and uses up a lot of fertilizers to grow. So make sure to fertilize your Brugmansias on a regular interval and give them a balanced feed throughout the year. During the winter months, switch to a flowering fertilizer which is rich in potassium and phosphorus to induce more blooms. These plants can be easily propagated using stem cuttings. What I'm showing right now is a stem that is suitable for this purpose. Make sure they are semi-hard and do not cut into the tender stem. Once you have your cutting, remove all the leaves and only leave 1 or 2 leaves in the growing tip. Even hardwood cuttings can also give you new plants. You can either propagate them using water propagation or you can directly plant them in soil. Like most plants from Solanaceae family, a Brugmansia is also extremely toxic and harmful to humans. Every part of the plant is poisonous and some people even have irritations to the skin by just even touching the plant. So always take necessary precautions to grow this in your garden and keep them away from children as well as pets. So friends, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was about Brugmansias and this huge flower they produce. So I think I covered most of the subjects I wanted to talk about. So until next time, it's Nirmal signing off.